It is a bright, sunshiny day here in the desert Southwest, and the temperature comfortable enough that they... Coach, we're about 15 miles or so west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in the Arizona suburb of Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go. For the set. Ready. Check, 43. Yeah. Ready.
Now a first down throw for Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on second down. Newton, he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Yeah, Greg Olsen's back for his 13th NFL season. The last 9 have been in a Panthers uniform. Only 9 games for him a year ago, 7 the season before due to injuries. But when healthy, a 1,000-yard receiver in 2014, 15, and 16. And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Gun. Watch the twist.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Completes it to Samuel. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 39. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the...
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. Does the big boy have the juice? The 30. The 20. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
Right to the 3.
And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready? Ready. Watch left. Watch left. Watch left. Express. 43 is the left. 43 is the left.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way. Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. They brought the house that time on a young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. 20. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. 8. Watch the ship. Get it.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Next to score, Panthers 7, Cardinals nothing.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Shows his strength at the 50. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want the left tackle, if you bring your tight end over there. Either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Nice pass that time by the number 1 pick, Kyler Murray. Also drafted 9th in the Major League Baseball draft. He's the only person ever to be taken top 10 in both sports. Go back to his Allen High School days in Texas. He was 42-0 as a starting quarterback. Freshman year, he was at Texas A&M, then the transfer to Oklahoma. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
From the gun on third down, Newton. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. First carry for Mike Davis, the former Seahawk. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Chandler Jones, a former All-Pro, in on the tackle.
2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try the air now with Newton. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Here we go. Switch. Watch twitch.
3rd and 2, Newton. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. The third down run gets them nothing. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done, because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead, now, they're not close to the first down.
Seven, our score after one.
The score tied 7-7. Graham Gano on for the field goal. A 62-yard attempt.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Record. Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Hey, watch that. Watch this. Mike 54.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. The pass complete to Hakeem Butler. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Y'all playing the wrong football. 59, Mike. 59.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Watch the safety creep. Mike 5'9".
A handoff out of the pistol. It's Drake. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Panthers' 37-yard line.
It's over the ending. Mike 54. Know your job.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Set. It's a gator. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Go.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There's a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it two different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down.
Ready?
Murray going to try to throw on third down. And that will be incomplete. The safety, Ross Cockrell, there to knock that one away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On second down, McCaffrey shrugs him off. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. The Panthers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58.
Gun.
Come on, baby, I'm coming, baby. Woo! And 58 is a Mike.
Throwing on third down, Newton. Got his target, Samuel. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there for the Panthers. 46 yards. The first update from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and that's going to be intercepted. The All-Pro corner, Patrick Peterson. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Now Murray throwing on second down. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Let's go now. Pittsburgh. 59. Too little, cut. Spot. Spot. No. Check 50. Check 50.
Here's another of the Cardinal backs. This is David Johnson, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Man, I got you. Check out route.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The Cardinals worst in the NFL, 6 of 16 on 4th down last year, but they'll try it here.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I don't even know why.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. And it's caught. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Gun.
To throw again. Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Out of the gun, Newton. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
17 yards. First down, Carolina.
We're set, ready? Check, 43. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Switch. Great. Hey.
From the 50, Newton. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Gano out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. From the 25 on second down, Murray. This one caught by Isabella. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his 6th touchdown of the season. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain it.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is
and he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more. David Johnson on his way. He's at the 40. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big run there by Johnson. Give him 42 yards on the ground. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Hey, watch set. Check Mike. 54.
Murray now on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds a man right there. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they left little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 75 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
First down, Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Well, that's a familiar connection right there. Christian Kirk was in the same class as Kyler Murray at Texas A&M. They played together as freshmen before Murray transferred. Kirk, though, he stayed in College Station, had a great 3-year career before being drafted 47th overall in 2018. Was having a solid rookie campaign last year, but then broke his foot in Week 13 and was shut down the rest of the way.
59 Mike, 59 Mike, check, 59. Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
On 2nd and 11 now, Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray escaping, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Check 26, check 26. Under.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. There to bring him down, Avery Jones.
2nd and 10 at the 9-yard line.
Set. Look at him. 43. All right, T, let's try. All right, T.
Throwing on 2nd down. Newton completes it to Davis. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
The shotgun snap for Newton. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Brooks Reed was able to find his way to the QB. Here's Michael Palardy now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Returnable here from the 38. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 54. Pittsburgh. 54, Mike. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Now Murray off play action. That ball complete to Isabella. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are back within a single score.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, we keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. 20. Check, check. 6 guys. Check, 8.
From the gun, here's Newton. Incomplete. Christian McCaffrey, last year's catch leader among running backs, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
8. The mark, boy, 43. Check, check, 43.
From the gun, Newton. He's going to look deep for more. And that is incomplete. Here's Michael Palardy now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at the 20. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket. For these.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. 22, check, cover. 22, check.
A big spot now for the rookie Murray. They'll run with Drake. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Murray with a 3rd and long. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 38, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Michael Palardy now, as he's on to punt for Carolina. Good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw? And nothing but daylight ahead. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kenyon Drake with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. So here's a big play for the Cardinals as they'll go for 2.
We want it. Come to my work.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
Here's Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 7 yards there and a first down.
Let go.
A gain of 7. First down, Panthers.
Newton now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Under 10. Gun. 51 the mark, boy. 51. Gun. Switch.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Let's get it. Look at buddy. Hey, pick your game up. Great. 58, come on. 58, come on. You run. Express. I got motion. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey! It's a swarm up.
Operating from the gun, Newton. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Off the edge, Mario Addison gets the sack. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Running, it's Drake. And he is going to lose yardage here. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Right there. 54 Mike. SOS.
To throw is Murray. Able to find Isabella. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run. It's Drake. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Great.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Newton. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Newton to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man. Complete. That one goes for 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it's Newton. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey in the final minute. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Crunch time, defense. Hey, one set. Check Mike, 54. Mike, 54.
Here's Murray from midfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Ready. That's what I do. 20. Jam. Shift. Watch the shift. Great. Gun. Mike 51. Let's go. 13.
Here's McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. A chance of wasting this great starting field position. A real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll run with McCaffrey. Fights through and now a crease. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win